Super Party,
A Smashing Good Time,
Ghost in Japan,
all that and more.
Cody, punch Mike Tyson.
What's the button combination again?
Not even the right console, man.
But it was telling me X on the book. Okay. Let me try this one.
Games still come with books?
Yeah, some of them do. Okay, that worked. Okay, I got them.
I don't know. Every product I seem to fucking get nowadays doesn't even have a manual with it.
Well, I don't know where you're getting your games from then, sir.
Most games don't have a manual.
It's automatic.
Yes. But today, we have a manual with us.
We do.
Yes, we do. In fact, today, we brought the right company from the wrong company. God damn it. Please give a warm Super Media Bros podcast welcome to our good friend from the Wrong Company podcast, Mr. Jeff Manuel.
Yeah.
Hello, boys and girls. First of all, guys, thank you for bringing me out. I don't know why you made me wear this cool suit and these sunglasses. We are an audio medium, so it's a little weird, but
it gives them the imagination what's actually going on.
I feel a lot cooler than I have ever have before. So
you're very smashing, sir.
Thank you. But you took away my prescription lenses, and now I can't see. So I don't know, man. I think I'm talking to Richie, but
no, he's over there.
Oh, is he over there?
Yes.
I'm pointing at him right now. Could you...
Right over there.
I'm right here.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know.
Get the fuck over here.
You should
hang on.
probably come and do the show, man.
Yeah, why'd you leave so fast?
I didn't mean to leave so fucking fast.
Jesus Christ.
Where?
Where? It's Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
I'm hungry now.
Same.
Cheese and rice is always in my heart.
Cheese and rice, he shot himself.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Or elevator. I mean, whatever is going to lift me up, I will get on it.
Elevated.
Mm-hmm. So before we get into the topic of today's show, we have a sticker announcement.
Stick it to him.
I hate you. I was actually saying that. I was actually about to pitch that to you to say stick it to him, Cody, but god damn it. Okay.
We got new stickers.
We got new motherfucking stickers. And they are die cut.
Yes.
Meaning they are actually a cutout of our new badge logo. And Candace at Sticker Mule hooked us up with these bad sons of bitches.
Yeah.
And you already know the drill if you want to get one. Go to the Facebook page or our iTunes page and leave us a rating and review. Send us proof you did it, and we'll send you a free fucking sticker.
They're just as sexy as before.
If you guys don't know, that is a big help to any podcaster or podcast that you like. Rate, review, subscribe. We say it every time, and we don't say it just for our health. It helps everybody involved, and it lets us know that we're doing a good job. And also lets us know if we're doing a shitty job. So,
a little bit of both.
Right, we tell people all the time. If you think we suck, tell us we suck. And guess what? You will still get a sticker.
But they might not want it though.
I don't give a shit. It's just like, hey.
It'd be a constant reminder of how much we suck to them.
Well, no, not just that, but they could be like, hey, see this podcast right here? Like, yeah, I once told them they suck on the internet, and they left it up.
They gave me free shit.
Fucking losers.
Can you believe that? Fucking hosers.
Shout out to my buddy Kirk up in Canada. You are our favorite Canadian, sir. You fucking hoser.
Surviving edge weapons.
Every time I think about Canada, I think about Wrestling with Shadows. Okay, for those who've never seen Wrestling with Shadows, it's a documentary about Bret the Hitman Hart. It is legendary within the wrestling community. There is a scene where Bret Hart is touring the filmmakers around his house. And he goes down into his basement, and he's got a full mannequin strapped to an electric chair. And he shows the guy, like, the electric chair, like, it shakes, it makes the zzz sounds. And he says something like, there's a lot of people who'd wonder why someone would want something like this in his house. But I kind of like it. And it's just like
so nonchalant about it.
As dynamic a performer as Bret Hart was in the ring, and we're getting off topic. He's a wooden plank of a man. I got a call today from Eric Bischoff. He's offering me $5 million.
I remember that shit.
And that's it.
That's it. Like, he's talking to his wife, and his wife's like, yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
It's
Don't you know?
aside from like the drama of like the final 30 minutes of that documentary, it's just like watching paint dry. I don't understand it.
Sounds like it.
But it's so fascinating at the same time. But yeah, Bret Hart is a wooden plank of a man.
4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Sorry, we are way off topic. We don't give a shit.
We
though.
can't even speak proper grammar.
I can't speak proper grammar. Proper grammar.
Papa grammar.
That would be the coolest fucking rap name ever. Papa Grammar.
Why do I feel like that's our next like identity?
It's gonna be.
It has to be now.
It will be.
Make it so.
Make it ho. Okay, so for those of you who don't know why we brought along special guest Jeff Manuel, tell these motherfuckers out there, what are we talking about today, sir?
We're talking about the most wonderful time of the year, Gamer Christmas. We're talking about E3, baby! Hallelujah! 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 That is the best drop of all time. You nailed it.
Nailed it!
There's suddenly a light shining on us now.
That's just the kitchen light.
Oh, shit.
It's Miyamoto.
Oh.
Sir, Shigeru Miyamoto, what do we do for you, sir?
He doesn't speak English. It's a trash language to the Japanese tongue.
Hiya, yacht, shot. How about that? I speak Link.
You tried.
Okay.
Link is in the underground knife culture, sir.
In a big bad way, really. Like, he only uses the knives. Well, if you play Breath of the Wild, he uses clubs too for like a second.
Sticks and clubs and yeah.
Just okay. You open up your inventory. You have a club, another club, a bigger club, a sword that's rusty that you have to save to kill this like centaur-looking motherfucker who's gonna kill you anyway. So it doesn't even matter.
But he's not wrong.
Not even close to Rome.
Not even close.
So yeah, E3 boys.
Woo!
So, at your quote place of employment, where people will come to a halt for games,
GameStop.
I will put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, there went that.
Shocker.
Yeah. There's like 2 video game stores in town. One of them is like a place called Game Exchange, where you go and you get your retro games, and then no one speaks to you who works there. And then there's a place called GameStop, who, you know,
all they do is talk to you.
Yeah, that's all they do.
We go in there to conversate and probably buy and sell and trade and shit.
Yeah.
And offer you a card and discounts and everything else.
That's right.
That's how we do it, man.
But you guys get to, if I'm not mistaken, don't you guys get to like stream the convention?
Yeah. We this year we did it on we had our iPad, and just everybody was real cool about it. Said, you know, our bosses were like, hey, you know, this only makes our job easier, so show whatever. So we streamed Microsoft on Sunday, the Sunday before E3. We streamed E3. Of course, it was E3. EA, which was
it's in the game.
Yeah, it was in the game, but it was not that great.
That's what I heard.
Same.
And then Bethesda happened after we were closed, but I watched that at home, and I love me some Bethesda. And but yeah, man. So I got to watch literally all of the press conferences that happened before E3 proper, when they let the when they let the neckbeards in to go play the games, and there was a lot to love this year. There was just a lot of great announcements. There was a lot of surprises, stuff I was not expecting. And Nintendo knocks it out of the park once again. So there you go.
Absolutely. I think that's kind of what we'll get into today, is like some of our favorite announcements, highlights from the entire convention, and so on and so forth. Like, what were some of you guys' favorite things that came out of E3 video game like stuff?
You know, I I think that, and you'll probably hear this 1,000 times on 1,000 different games podcasts, but the big one, and it's first on your list, I'm seeing around Cyberpunk 2077, made by CD Projekt Red, the folks behind The Witcher 3, which was probably
one of the biggest games.
Yeah, definitely one of the best RPGs of the last 10 years, for sure. But they're going a different direction this time. It's not like a third-person, sort of, run around.
Medieval, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a first-person shooter. It's futuristic. It's got a definite, of course, cyberpunk vibe to it, based on the tabletop game, which I thought was cool.
And wasn't this announced like a couple of years back? Because I remember seeing some hoopla about it a couple of years ago on my Facebook feed. I was scrolling through and I saw like I think it was just a concept trailer at the time. And I was hooked. I saw it and I was like, "Fuck, I want this. When does it happen?"
Yeah, and they were really careful about not showing anything until they were ready to show it. And God bless them, because it looks just phenomenal. They had, from what I understand, there was had about an hour demo that they were showing to journalists, kind of behind closed doors, not open to the public. But apparently, it's going to be a real banger.
I will probably be one of the first in line to buy this sumbitch.
Same. Yeah. I've been itching for like a really good like cyber futuristic game like that. So
yeah, because you don't really see that a lot. They either kind of lean into like the post-apocalyptic stuff like Fallout, which is which is fine, or you go full on swords and shields and sorcery, things like that. It's really an untapped sort of market, I think, and it's going to pay out really big for them. And of course, it's going to be a quality game. And oh man, I sound so much better now.
Yeah, you kind of sound a little sexier now there.
Hello.
Hey.
Do you girls like video games?
You better now.
Games.
But yeah, Cyberpunk 2077, that's the big one.
Loki back in there. My cat wants to play the game too.
It's time to play the game.
Mm-hmm. And it's all about the game.
And how you play it.
Yes.
And that's how you play the game.
Fucking Triple H, yes. What about you, sir? Fuck, I just touched the microphone. There you go. Have fun with that out there. What are some of your favorites, sir?
I was thoroughly surprised about Fire Emblem's Three Houses.
Yeah, dude.
I have been a serious diehard fan since the GameCube era. And just them announcing the idea of them bringing to the Switch was a phenomenal thing for me. But what really got me going was, it's going to be the standard of like all the other games before it, but the animations on the battle itself is going to be more live. Like, it's not going to have this like side by side, you see them hitting each other. It's going to be them actually engaging with each other. And then also they have their armies behind them coming with the character to take on the opposing army, not just individual characters, which I thought was really cool. However, I'm hoping this year around they actually improve more upon the story element a little bit more than they have been the last couple of times as well. But overall, I'm waiting for this game to come out. And I did not even know it was a thing until, like a couple of days ago, honestly. So definitely can't wait for Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Dude, and it's fucked up because people were shitting all over Fire Emblem. From what I understood, there was quite a few people out there that were just shitting all over that franchise. I'm like,
well, mainly I think it was because of Fire Emblem Fire Emblem Warriors. I think was what started off that little shitstorm. But it wasn't a terrible game. It could have been better, but compared to like Hyrule Warriors, it was like completely different, like scale wise. But being that the art style, I think that's what's the biggest problem with people now with that game is what's kind of giving them that negative feedback. They need to kind of look past that and be like, it's not all about the graphical look. The Switch is capable of this, we know that, but it's all about the gameplay. It's all about the improvement of the gameplay. So I think that's where they need to start pulling their stick out of their asses, basically.
And I think that people were disappointed that the first Fire Emblem out of the gate wasn't a proper Fire Emblem game. And It was like more of a Hyrule Warriors.
They're still sour,
Yeah.
One of the games that I was looking forward to, we actually were talking a little bit about before we started, going on here, was Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh man,
ooh,
I watched like the gameplay of that. I think it was like about a half hour, some shit like that. It was a pretty decent amount. It looks so good. From what I gathered, it has that over the shoulder third person like Batman Arkham kind of feel to it. The fighting style, like it looks like it's got chained combat, and the slow motion where you're in combat and you slow down as you're fighting one person, and you can look over to another one and shoot over and start messing with them. But like the storyline from what I read was this is set in like way the fuck back, like I think 1824 Japan, when the Mongols were invading.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And this is like feudal era Japan. Holy shit. And that's like some of my favorite like history to read about. So to have there be like a video game set in that kind of time frame, I fucking can't wait just on that alone. But the game just looks gorgeous. The design, the characters, the combat flow system, like the whole thing. It just speaks to me because I love the Arkham series as a game.
The smallest things always get to me, and what really got my attention was the fact that as soon as the trailer played or the gameplay started, is whenever he pulled that quick draw and killed that one character like within an instant. I was just like, oh my god. Like, I have not seen such beauty in like 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, I love, my favorite thing about the PS4 and Xbox One, of course, is the details now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like that shot of the samurai just walking through that field, and like every like flower is blowing in the wind, and it's just gorgeous. It's like, oh man, just give it to me now. Just, I don't want to wait. I just want to just knife culture some motherfuckers.
It's moving art.
It's a very Horizon Zero Dawn kind of feel when you look
Yeah.
at the scale of everything. It's just so beautiful.
And that's another thing too. The game is supposedly a little open world as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Just give it to me and take all my fucking money.
Yeah.
Take every penny
Just
I've got.
fuck me, knife culture.
Just
Fuck me. Knife culture. You forgot the hashtag.
Oh, hashtag sorry.
God.
I know, I fucked that up.
Social media, guys. It's very important.
You're right.
You gotta. You really gotta get your hashtags in order.
Your hashtag's in order, eh?
Go to McDonald's. You got to get your hash browns in order, eh?
Hashtag hash browns.
That's right.
But speaking of Ghost of Tsushima, everything Sony showed me this year was great. I don't think we can go any further without talking about The Last of Us Part 2. Because, son of a gun, boys, that is...
Some naughty dogs right there.
Oh, man. Those dogs are real naughty. I'll tell you. Those are some naughty doggos. But, man...
We segued way too hard on that one.
Yeah. So guys, speaking of naughty dogs...
Humper doggo.
So they show about like a 5 or 10 minute cutscene, right? Just kind of showcasing older Ellie and a woman who turns out to be her lady love. Hello, right? Okay. But then like it I guess either flashes forward to some actual gameplay, and the combat in this game is, I don't think brutal is the right word for it, because that seems like it's kind of underselling it a little bit. But it is like super duper violent and just like very, everything you want from, I'm trying to survive in this post-apocalyptic world, and I'm not going to let these 5 dudes in bubble jackets kill me.
North Face jackets.
All I pictured was... I just pictured like fucking 90s rappers with those puffer Nike jackets just coming at your ass.
This giant Phoenix Suns logo on the back of it.
Got this from the JCPenney.
I got my starter jacket from the JCPenney.
Bruh.
Dude.
Fuck yeah.
Memories.
Starter. Remember those old ones? It had the basketball team logo on the front and then the little zipper across the stomach part of it. I think that was like the trademark starter jacket that everybody fucking had.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I get pictured getting stabbed in by these motherfuckers.
Keep your Pogs and your Pokemon cards in there, back in the day.
Oh, don't forget to tape your razor to the edge of the card.
Oh, exactly.
Knife culture.
And on the inside of the zippers.
That's right.
Yeah.
So they zip it up with like, there you go.
And put like 12 of them in your hat.
That's right. So you can just say, oh,
Minimum.
top of the morning till you start slice.
Hello
I
there,
tip my hat to you.
officer.
Shit. Look, okay, again, out there, if you don't get what the fuck we're doing, go on YouTube and find this video.
Surviving Edged Weapons. It is literally an hour and a half Canadian production of how to survive blades of all types.
We didn't start the podcast until I watched it. It's like required viewing at this point.
Absolutely.
You have to sign a release form, and they say, okay, sit down. They get you in front of the computer. I did it too. They get you in front.
Okay, no,
Okay,
we all three
cool.
did it.
We all did it. All right, cool.
And so I watched this video, and guys, it's the most fascinating thing I've ever seen in my life. It's just like,
Oh, yeah.
you can't look away from it, because
No way.
I didn't know this. I didn't know knife culture was this big of an issue.
It is. It's been a pressing concern for decades now.
And in the future, I will watch out for Asian men dressed all in black,
Baseball hats.
baseball hats.
If you are a water balloon, watch the fuck out.
Yeah.
Also, do not approach a door because some of them have a saber behind it.
Just right there by the door, just waiting to strike.
And crush your skull
Oh God.
with the blunt end of the other side. Just
Also, also EDPs. Be careful.
EDPs. Those EDP. Guys. It's the genre of EDP has grown on me over the years. And I used to think, what is this music the kids are listening to? But nowadays EDP it's all the rage.
Jeff. That's EDM, sir.
Oh, it's EDM.
Yeah. You were a few letters back, but
Yeah.
What was I listening to then? My God.
People getting
were
stabbed.
you listening to
Electronic
dance polka?
Yes.
Okay, so that is. I'm sorry for correcting you. Electronic dance polka is a genre.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. It's my favorite. My favorite artist is off that Monster Accordion label.
Monster accordion.
Monster Accordion.
Yes.
Unsnapped. We're going full
Unsnapped and instant.
Monster accordion in squeezed.
Encased.
Uncased. In case you were wondering what the fuck we're talking about.
Go back and listen to the Monster Cat episode, guys. It was really good.
It was.
Well, thank you, sir. We had a lot of fun on that one.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But, yeah, to rewind a little bit and get back on track. So, another one that we didn't really get much of a taste of, it was kind of just like a, oh my god, what the fuck? Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, gosh.
Yep, let's go there.
Let me tell you boys about a friend of mine by the name of Todd Howard.
Tell us.
Todd Howard is a guy who takes my money every couple of years. No matter what kind of game he makes, he's going to take it again in November when Fallout 76 comes out.
That's another one.
But he made what, in his mind, and in a lot of the minds of people that I know, is probably one of the greatest RPGs of all time, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Yes.
Which he then proceeded to put out on every available form of media possible. Pick up Skyrim on 8-track, you won't regret it. So at the Bethesda conference, he goes through this whole spiel about Fallout 76, which we'll probably talk about in a minute. But at the end, he goes, so by the way, guys, guess what else we're working on? So he shows a trailer for a game called Starfield, which has been rumored for a long time, sort of a sci-fi kind of thing. They didn't give us much to go on there. But he says, but also, guess what's going on after that, guys?
What's that?
Elder Scrolls 6. And all they showed was like a shot of a camera like flying through the sky, and you see some mountains, and you see like a fortress of some kind, and it just says Elder Scrolls 6, and that's all you get.
Done.
It is the biggest tease in the history of teases.
Just a tip, not the whole dick.
Just a tip of the old Elder Scroll, my
Jesus Christ.
And that was like 30 seconds of footage. It just sent the internet just blazing. Like, where's it going to be? Let's try to figure this out. Oh, there's a coastline. Where is there a coast on the map? Oh my god! Like, there's a mountainous range. Okay, where are there mountains in Tamriel? Let's find out. Like, it's everybody's got speculation, and that's what they wanted. Like Todd Howard said in an interview, like we wanted it to like just spark discussion and speculation because that's how you build the buzz.
Duh buzz. So we talked about this a couple of weeks ago on Star Splattering Shadow Smashers, the Spider-Man 4 or Spider-Man PS4 game.
Do tell.
Again, I'm so fucking excited about it just because I've been waiting on like a really good Spider-Man game for a while. Not that all the other ones were shit, but we can't deny the fact that the Spider-Man gaming franchise has been very hit or miss.
Yeah. What's your favorite Spider-Man game?
Okay.
So far?
Okay, before like the last decade, when Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 had come out, that was my absolute favorite Spider-Man game. Then not long after that, I got Web of Shadows. I loved Web of Shadows. And then I got to play now the title of it slips my mind. The one where it's literally like Spider-Man Noir 2099.
Oh, Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah, Shattered Dimensions. That was fucking awesome. I didn't get to play Edge of Time It was just him in 2099.
Who has the time?
I don't.
Let alone the edge of it.
I don't. U2 has the edge.
Yeah, they do.
I do not. I do not.
They also have a guy in the band named Larry. Larry Mullen.
Who is the most unaging son of a bitch I have ever laid eyes on?
Yeah. You guys remember the first Mission Impossible movie way back with our boy Tommy Cruise?
That's right.
I bought the CD single of The Edge and Larry Mullen's remix of the Mission Impossible theme, and I thought it was the coolest piece of music I'd ever heard.
And people shit on U2, and I'm not about to make this whole thing about U2, but if you would ever like to give them an honest shake, Joshua Tree and Octung Baby, those two albums, go give them a fair chance on those two albums.
Absolutely.
So.
But listen, not to talk about U2 too much, but I also want to talk about Pop, if we can, for just a minute.
That's right. That's a great album too, actually. But Spider-Man PS4. For fuck's sake, again, this looks a little like the Arkham style, where it's like kind of the over-shoulder third person, more. This is more open world Spider-Man as well.
Yeah.
The combat looks really great. Just the design. I'm a stickler for suit design.
Yeah.
The suit design looks really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest things I noticed too when you showed me.
They've kind of gone out of their way to say, you know, this is our story. This is our Spider-Man. Come along with us on this journey. And of course, with any Spider-Man game, you're going to get a lot of other suits too that you can play as, which is kind of a staple of the series at this point. But man, that big white spider on the front of it, man, it looks really, really neat. It's just a great image.
It really is, and then like how it trails into his fists and everything. Then you have we spoke about like some of the villain choices in the game, some of the storyline that's happening. This is, like you said, it's a completely original story, not derived from the comics, which I love, because a lot of the times I feel like when you stick a story from the comics into a game and you alter it a little bit, people tend to shit on it a little. Bro, like, this is not the gameplay I envisioned having.
Yeah,
Too nitpicky.
It boxes you in, like it limits you to what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I have one. Before it was Spider-Man 2 for PS2, Maximum Carnage was my favorite.
Oh man, them old side-scrolling beat-em-ups.
There you go.
The
I
best.
fucking loved it.
Hey?
You know the best Spider-Man I ever played was Spider-Man Saskatchewan, and it's where Spider-Man he joins up with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And,
No shit, eh?
Yeah, it was a swing and good
Quit
time.
horsing around.
Quit horsing around.
Were they behind the Old Navy?
Hey! Quit horsing around, eh? Boss, I don't know about this guy Parker. He seems a little weird.
He seems a little sketchy.
Why is he wearing that suit? Why can't he just wear the hat like the rest of us?
Because he's different.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
He looks like a web of lies.
Looks like he gets in a lot of sticky situations too, sir. Makes my skin crawl.
But yeah, man. So that game comes out in 3 months.
I know, dude. Oh,
Like it's like of all the things they've shown at E3, that's like the closest
The soonest one.
Yeah.
My spider senses are tingling already.
Already.
I was tingling elsewhere, but you know.
them good old spider senses. You got to watch them, man.
How about we talk about the remake of Resident Evil 2?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that trailer though.
Hold on a second. Like, I was not expecting that from Capcom at all.
Nobody was.
We all cap came.
And that, and just like, okay, the little tussle and everything, the little rat crawling up and around everywhere, yeah, that was a nice little touch. But then you saw Leon in his full glory, just his older days with his like shitty like Zach Morris looking hair and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck? Oh shit, this is Resident Evil 2. Raccoon City Police Department days. Very first day on training. Guess what, bitch? You're back.
Trash Panda City.
Yeah.
Trash Panda City.
Trash Panda City, bitch.
City, bitch.
But yeah, man, like talk about just off out of left field curveball, completely unexpected, but completely welcome. Like I love that they're taking these games that were classic games and just completely just doing them from the ground up again.
Yes.
Like people can shit all over remakes and remasters all they want, but if you can do it to where whoever like the developers can achieve what their vision was, like absolutely, man, do it all you want.
That's like Shadow of the Colossus.
Exactly.
That game was so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And then the remaster. Oh
man, so pretty.
So I can't wait to see the full like Resident Evil 2. Just how do you think they're gonna? You think they're gonna still kind of give us the shit camera work and all that other stuff?
No, this is completely like Resident Evil 4 camera. It's
No,
over
but I
the
was saying
shoulder.
like just how some of the you know how some of the games that like even if it's over the shoulder, even if it's first person, the camera sensitivity. Like I thought that was like my one complaint about Shadow of the Colossus was the camera work.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times though is that you can't remake these games without injecting a little bit of modern sort of mechanics into it.
Yeah.
And I really hope they do that with Resident Evil 2 because it's a great game, but it hasn't aged terribly well.
No. Yeah. This one, you know.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Let's talk about Death Stranding.
Okay, guys, what is Death Stranding? Can you tell me what's going on in Death Stranding?
This is why I said let's talk about Death Stranding.
Okay, so as
This
far
is
as I
Konami,
can
right?
tell, it's Sony. It's a Sony exclusive.
Okay. I don't know why I thought. Am I mistaking? Daryl Dixon for being in something else that was supposed to be Konami related.
Yep. If you remember, they were going to do that
Silent Hill,
and it was going to be Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro and our good buddy Norman Reedus. They were all going to make Silent Hills together, but then Konami got some kind of bug up their ass.
And axed it.
And they axed it. And that led to Kojima leaving Konami and being scooped up by Sony. And Sony saying, hey, I don't give a fuck what kind of game you want to make. Just make it, dude. And so he's like, okay, here's Norman Reedus hauling things, the game.
And that's what I was getting at was like this was essentially born out of that fallout from Konami.
Yeah. Look, man, I don't care what the game is about. I'm like, Hideo Kojima is a genius. He's an artist.
Thank you.
And if you don't go along for the ride, then that's your loss.
You have no soul.
Yeah. Give me weird babies inside of Norman Reedus' chest and giant backpacks and weird black tar monsters and
the whole 9 yards.
I want all of it.
All of it, eh?
All of it.
Give me all of it.
Okay, so we talk about games that are kind of like born out of accidents and shit like that. And then there are games that I feel like are just accidents altogether. Like, okay, can anybody tell me, and I know I'm probably going to catch a lot of shit for this one, why the fuck is the Halo franchise still a thing?
You know what?
No idea.
I don't know, man. It gets the bros up, I guess. And like, so they show this trailer for this game called Halo Infinite, and it's literally just like they do with all the Halo trailers, Master Chief tooling around some sort of landscape, and you see the helmet, and you're like, oh my god, it's Halo! Here we go again.
Here comes John.
And then like, so they just show Halo Infinite across the screen, and then what's his name? Phil Spencer, the head Xbox guy, comes out and he goes, Halo Infinite is going to be something like you've never seen. It's going to be Master Chief's greatest adventure, and we'll tell you more about it later. And that's all you get. So I don't know, man.
So essentially, it's the same E3 announcement that they did for Halo 3, 4, 5, and every...
Exactly.
Yeah. So, again,
What can you do differently with Halo to make it appealing? That is my question.
Take it off the motherfucking... Take it off the ring. Take it off the fucking actual Halo. Put it elsewhere.
Well, here's the thing. You have Destiny, which is basically Bungie, who originally made Halo.
Yeah.
And that is a fun game.
And they are successful with that series. So what can 343 do with Halo? What can they do with it?
That Bungie isn't already doing better.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. I don't know. It's just... Microsoft has this thing where they just have to keep these franchises alive somehow. Mm-hmm. Like, they're going to keep making Halo games. They announced another Gears of War at E3, Gears of War 5.
Yeah.
They're doing, like, a Gears of War, like, strategy type game, sort of like in the vein of Halo Wars. They're doing a shitty Gears of War mobile game where all the dudes look like Funko Pop figures.
Oh, my God.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. It's called, what's it called? I think it's actually called just Gears Pop, actually.
And see, I'm probably going to get flack for this, but I'm the same way about Gears as I am with Halo. Why continue that series?
Yeah, I mean, why continue any series really beyond like your standard trilogy format, unless it's like Final Fantasy and you're just telling different stories with every game,
Right.
Like that's
different
cool.
characters, different elements, and everything. Yeah,
But it just has like kind of the same sort of feel, you know,
Right.
and that's cool. I don't mind that, but like, you know, with the exception of say, you know, a God of War, where they just took it and just did something completely different with it, and it made it like
masterful.
just masterful, outstanding. Like, and that's something they needed to do, and they kind of need to do that with Halo. Maybe they give Master Chief a son. Maybe he's an older guy. Maybe he has a beard. You know, he refers to his son as boy. You know, maybe
Boy.
John.
Bastard Chief.
Bastard
Yep,
Chief.
there you go. Your mom is Cortana.
Hortana.
Cortana. So the kid's like, he's like half human, half digital. That's got to be awkward.
He can like disappear, right? So he can like disappear and then reappear, and just no. I just had a thought about Halo, like how they could continue it or whatever, like a legitimate thought. How about Master Chief legitimately actually being the only fucking force of good? Like, he doesn't have any kind of backup help. He doesn't have anything.
He's the last.
He's older. He's dying, maybe, and he's the literal only fucking hope for humanity.
Sole
that.
surviving human.
And then end it there. Like, have Master Chief sacrifice himself for the greater good, and that's how the game ends. It'll piss off so many people, but
Who fucking cares?
I kind of like pissing off gamers. That's kind of my thing at work. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
like, so you guys know about Fortnite, right? We all know about Fortnite.
Yeah, we kind of there's a love hate and more of a hatred for it, but I don't knock people that like what they like.
Yeah,
So
like what you like, but
The series is just too saturated with popularity, and it disgusts me.
yeah, I was telling my fiance today, I'm punk rock, man, so I hate anything that's popular like that. So, but honestly, I don't think it would be as popular if it weren't free.
Yeah.
I'll like just straight up.
who
Like,
the fuck would pay for this?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just, it goes against everything that, fans of that genre like. Like, if it wasn't free, these guys wouldn't give two shits about piñatas and shopping carts.
You're exactly right.
Yep.
Exactly fucking right.
Thank you very much. Thank you for validating.
Thank you very much, Miss Lippy.
So why don't we go from a negative to a really, really, really good positive?
Yeah,
How about
absolutely.
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yes.
Oh, baby.
Finally,
Finally.
How many years has it been?
Oh, God.
too
They've
fucking
been,
many.
They've been teasing us with this shit.
13 years.
Jesus.
No? Yep, 13 years. Because
So
Kingdom
since-
Hearts 2 came out in like 05. I
Yeah,
think,
it's been a
05.
while.
Yeah,
So since PS2,
yeah PS2. And it was supposed to come out on PS3, as we all remember. And then, like, of course, it took forever to develop. And now it's coming out on PS4, finally, in
Look.
January of next year.
look, guys. Okay, here's the thing. You skipped an entire fucking console.
Yep.
Like, who does that shit?
But hopefully it'll make it a really, truly legendary game.
And then we'll wait 50 years for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah. Well, you guys know the story behind that, right? The reason why Kingdom Hearts 3 took so long is because it was the same development team that was working on Final Fantasy 15. Like, they are the same team.
So they were working on both of them in conjunction with one
Yeah,
another.
exactly.
But
And
they kept
so-
pushing for Final Fantasy, I guess.
Yeah. Final Fantasy is the big dog, so they get to go out first.
That was our final call.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy. And the fantasy is Kingdom Hearts 3 because we don't know if that bitch is ever going to come out.
But man, just the stuff they showed, like the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff,
The
man,
Frozen.
the Frozen stuff. There's a lot. Like Big Hero 6 is going to be in the game. Toy Story, they're doing Toy Story again.
They need to throw Tron in there, man.
Yeah, they did Tron in 2.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see them do it again. Why not? You have the entire Disney cachet at your disposal. Just,
Oh, yeah.
Well, now you have like Brave, and you have a bunch of other Pixar-based ones too.
yep,
So I mean,
yep.
If you could put her in a video game, would you?
I would.
One of my favorite things about Brave, and it's like every time I think about Brave, I had like the mobile game. It was like what is the name of that game? Where the guy's escaping the Temple Run.
Yeah.
Temple Run made a Brave game, and so you're playing as Merida and you're running around, you're shooting little targets, and like you have to jump around. And she goes, so much jumping. Like that's like they got Kelly McDonald to record that one line, and they just
Milked it.
proceed to milk the shit out of it. It's the greatest.
Instant cash cow.
Move over.
Move on.
It's utterly ridiculous.
Ugh. It's such bullshit.
Can we just graze on past that?
We should.
Okay, cool.
I can dairy contain myself. I reached for that one. I'm
That
sorry.
pun was not legendary.
I'm not as good as you guys at the puns. You guys are pun machines.
No, not as Gouda as we are.
Let's just breeze on past those.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't want to
cheesed
feel
it,
blue.
guys. I'm sorry. I really cheesed it.
Don't feel so blue.
He's learning.
I wish, and hopefully one day this will be a thing. I wish we could video cast this motherfucker right now because Jeff's face just now was priceless. I fucking love it. If I can crack, that's always been my thing. If I could crack Jeff or Casey up, shout out Casey, hi. If I could crack the two of them up, I feel like I have won. So there's that.
Yeah, because me and Casey will
You
get
guys are
together.
tough customers, man.
It's like it would be like, yeah, man, that's really funny, and that's and we really mean it. That's like, oh man, yeah, that's really funny. But man, sometimes he'll just hit me with something, and I like, okay, here's a story. We're going to New Orleans to see some random show at the House of Blues, probably flogging Molly.
Probably.
We had a bit of hiccups along the way, as you do on these road trips sometimes.
Of course.
And we were talking about something, and I just go, do you remember? I meant to say, do you remember when Looney Tunes? But I said, do you remember Looney Tunes? And as soon as I said the tunes, he goes, no. And I just lose it. I do. You know how you do that laugh where you just like.
Yeah, there's nothing
your mouth
comes
is
out.
open, your face is frozen. He goes, do you remember Christmas? And so people ask about the hardest time I've ever laughed. That's probably it. Just as soon as I said no, it caught me so off guard. It was the best.
Sudden fear yet laughter at the same time.
It was amazing, and it's one of those things that you might not necessarily get oh, you had to be there, but just his timing is just amazing, impeccable.
Oh, absolutely. Like whenever I came and did one of you guys' canon things, that he had me rolling almost consistently throughout that when it was funny as hell.
He's a funny guy.
Very funny guy. So, I have I have 4 other ones that I see on paper that I want to kind of throw out there. And I know one you're really happy about is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes. Red Dead Redemption 2, not a D3 this year, though. They didn't. Rockstar doesn't do that kind of thing because they're Rockstar.
They're Rockstar. Exactly.
Well, that's the thing is I wanted to throw it out there anyway because they didn't show it out.
Yeah, because man, we've seen 3 trailers I think so far for Red Dead Redemption. One was really short. The other one was a little bit longer, and then the next one was a little bit longer. And every you just get little pieces of what the game looks like. The character models look amazing. Of course, the scenery is just gorgeous. It's a prequel to Red Dead Redemption. It takes place in 1899. So it puts us about probably 12 years before OG Red Dead Redemption.
Are they going to party like it's 1899 though?
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely. One of my favorite lines is it's so funny. I don't know why it's funny. It's supposed to be serious, but they bust into this train and one of the guys goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is robbery." It gets me every time.
Let's get ready to robbery!
But man, supposedly there's going to be all kinds of stuff you have to do in this game now. You have to set up a camp and help out your boys, get your gang, together to do heists and things like that. I'm looking forward to it because I just want to go and shoot some bears.
You better work, bitch.
Exactly.
Yeehaw.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
it.
I put my thing down, flip it, and
Reverse
reverse
it.
it. It's
Come on. It's your
Just drop dead.
Dead Redemption. Drop Dead Redemption.
Drop Dead Redemption 2.
Starring Drop Dead Fred.
That's actually what's weird. It's that's the DJ spinoff of Red Dead Redemption. It's Drop Dead Redemption 2. Because you got to drop that bass, at the right time, or the sheriff will kill you.
Ooh.
He'll kill you, eh?
He'll kill you.
I give that a 5 sheriff stars rating, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
5 share stars.
But let's talk about another big dog. Let's talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Look, fuck yeah, let's do this because we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
People were thinking, oh yeah, they're just gonna take Smash Brothers for the Wii U, throw it on the Switch, and that'll be that. No, sir. Nintendo does not half-ass things. Well, they do sometimes, but not Smash Brothers. So you're getting a lot of returning characters. Like
You're getting all of them.
Literally every Smash Brothers character that has ever been in Smash Bros. as a selectable character. Big ups to Waluigi. Maybe next time.
Wah!
Rip.
Yeah, take your hat off, Cody.
But he was never actually a playable character. He was always the
assist trophy.
An assist trophy. Yeah. So I get why they did it, but like, man, you're getting the Splatoon kids in there now. Ridley from Super Metroid. Like, how are they even going to do that in Smash Brothers? I have no idea. Man.
The Ridley trailer was so fucking cool, though, because nobody saw that shit coming.
Exactly.
Mega Man didn't. Mario didn't.
No, they sure the fuck didn't. Like, and Aiden freaked out. He watched the trailer. He was like, they killed Mega Man. They killed Mario. And I'm like, they didn't really kill him, but, I mean...
They iced him.
Mm-hmm.
They knocked them off the screen.
Yeah, they KO'd him.
Exactly. Kill off. KO stands for... Oh, well, maybe he's right. Fuck.
Kill off.
Man.
Kill off's Frosted Flakes.
Kill off's Frosted Flakes.
They're
dead.
Part of your balanced death fist.
They're expendable. Fuck. Eddie Murphy laughed.
Infinity cereal bars.
Serial killers. Bowls and bowls.
So, knowing what we know about the character roster, who are you the most excited to see back?
It's weird, but I want to try the Ice Climbers now.
Dude, same. Like, I pitched that on the episode we talked about. I was ready to see them come back. Because that episode came out before the E3 reveal.
Yeah. My whole thing with Smash Brothers is I don't have what people call a main. Like, I just like to try everybody out and to see like who feels good, And maybe the Ice Climbers won't be a fit for me, but that's why you play the games, guys.
Absolutely.
That's why we have this game coming out.
Exactly.
Yes.
I finally get my boy Wolf back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude.
Because he was my main in Brawl for 1, and 2, he was my first tournament win. So now I get to embrace the Wolf once more.
Fuck yeah. And you've played with me. You play with me almost every week when we do this. I'm just happy that we didn't lose anybody. Yeah, you do.
I'm happy that you guys didn't lose anybody when you play with each other too, because I tell you,
usually nobody's here to be lost when we're playing with each other.
Just two dudes.
We may have just
with
lost,
attitudes.
We're just two guys. We like to have fun, and
we're into having a lot of fun. The 80s dating video.
I just want to have some fun.
Yeah, I'm looking for a girl that likes to have fun. Just looking
here for some fun.
Yeah, I'm just looking for somebody that likes to have a good time.
No dopers, no smokers,
no fatties,
no Donna Juanitas.
If you're sitting there smoking your cigarette watching this videotape, then you can press fast forward because I don't smoke cigarettes and I don't like people that do.
Right.
Who are these people that don't like to have a good time? I want to find them.
Who doesn't like have fun?
So what are you into? I just really just like having a shitty time when I go out.
I like being bored.
Yeah, I just love being bored. My favorite thing to do really is just to sit at home and just stare right into the middle distance, not looking really at anything.
To look at that one little crease right here.
Let's. In fact, guys, let's do that right now. Let's just stare off in the distance for a minute. Okay, now we're back.
Oh, I spaced out for a second.
I did too. What the fuck were we talking about?
Smash!
Oh God!
Fucking shit! Ultimate. Ugh.
Yeah.
So Little Mac, that's my guy.
Oh man,
Mac Daddy.
Can I tell you guys? Just people always ask me, what's your favorite video game of all time? And every time I tell them, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Like Mario got me in, right?
Right.
But Mike Tyson's Punch Out is the one that hooked me. It's the reason why I play video games to this day, and it's such a weird title that will a lot of people say Zelda, a lot of people say Mario, Metroid, things like that. But like, I don't know what it is. It's the music, the sound effects. It just for some reason 8-year-old Jeff was just like, okay, this is it. This is what I love.
Oh, absolutely. Like the games besides like Duck Hunt Mario combination that got me into it whenever I was little, we had like I grew up in a video store, dude. So we had like just a plethora of games at our fucking hands, but at home we had some that we just owned. Tecmo Bowl, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Mario and Duck Hunt, freaking RoboCop, Narc. We had like a lot of these random games, but dude, Mike Tyson's Punch Out taught me how to figure out, oh shit, you got to press certain combinations. You got to press certain buttons. Like for the Star Punch, you had to hit start or select or whatever just to cue it in. Because I was like, oh, this just pauses the game. Oh crap, this does something.
Yeah. And then you get to those guys further along in the roster, and they start dodging your Star Punches, and you're like, oh my god, what do I do now?
You
Reflexes.
You learn to lose.
You learn to lose, and you learn to love it. I've never beaten Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Neither have we.
I mean,
well, we beat Mike Tyson's ass almost weekly, but we've never actually beaten this game.
Beaten him completely.
Yeah. You know he left us in a fucking parking lot for a year, right?
Yeah.
He knocked us out so fucking hard.
I'm sorry to hear that, guys. I'm just glad you're back with us.
Yes.
We are too. I still have no fucking idea what happened to my vehicle, though. I have no clue what happened to it. And quite frankly, I'm not sure how your fucking car got there.
I don't either.
Just saying. But,
Wild nights, boys.
Yeah, but we would laugh that it like that's your favorite, just considering like for those of you that are gamers out there that listen to this podcast, that is a sound effect we use at the beginning of every show.
Yeah.
So,
very good.
Fun fact, fuckers.
Very.
God, a little peek behind the curtain, a little parting of the kimono. I like it.
Arrested for dick looking, parting that kimono.
Quit showing that shit.
Told me it was a sundial.
I got my license right here. Come and get it.
Put the knife down. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Super Mario Party.
Super Mario Party. Bring it. Like they're doing what Nintendo do, guys. Like,
Ruin friendships. Let's do it.
Exactly. Mario Party, Mario Kart. Mario's destroyed a lot of friendships.
And that game is a little bit based on friendship.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
How fucked. I know, right, Loki? He's like, meow.
Thought it was someone's stomach for a second.
No. Nope. No,
Nope.
sir. That is the resident kitty cat.
Resident kitty.
Resident kitty.
Resident
Kitty 2. Mew.
Resident Kitty Mew.
Remade.
Dude, what if there was a mid 2000s tribute band called Resident Emo?
Oh, that would be so good. I would be there for every show.
They would just do covers of the original soundtracks.
Exactly. So they do them all. Like they don't just like, hey guys, what's up? We're the Black Parade. We're gonna play a lot of My Chemical Romance songs. No, they do all of them. It would be great.
Yes.
Which game do you want us to play tonight? How about 2? Okay.
And it's like they do tributes of like the emo shit, but then they also do like the video game covers in the emo style.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Like,
God, I wish somebody would do that, right? And like, just us three dopes are like, well, why wouldn't anyone do this? And we could just do it.
We should.
Wish it, want it, do it. That's what
the
I always
amount
say.
of the amount of people that listen to this show, both of y'all should know people who might be able to do this too.
That's right. And if the two of you want to put your heads together with the three of us, there's a 5-piece band right there.
There you go.
Just
done deal.
Just throwing that out there.
Go on tour and everything. Let's do it.
That's right. On tour.
Tour.
On tour.
On tour.
Tour.
Sounds like next social media site. Tour.
Tour. No, but Super Mario Party. I love the Mario Party franchise, but I've been waiting on something different than the last ones we've been getting, and this one, it seems like it's just a complete rebranding. There's no more numbers in the thing where it's like Mario Party 9, 10, 11, like 25,000, whatever.
Super.
It's just Super Mario. It's not just Mario Party, it is a Super Mario Party.
Oh, snap.
And they're doing crazy shit with like the Switch too, man. Like you can get two Switches together and like you have to position them a certain way to get certain puzzles completed. It's pretty cool.
Once again, Nintendo being innovative.
Nintendo doing what Nintendo do, my boys.
I did want to ask you this kind of off topic or whatever about the E3 thing, but what did you think about the Labo?
You know, I didn't like it at first. I thought it was just like a gimmick thing. But like, then you see what like people are doing. Like, go on YouTube and just type in Labo and like look at the music people are making with those little pianos. Look at the things they're just making independently. It's crazy. And like, you're giving this to kids. and like they could just learn about like engineering and science and stuff, and it's just like, well, who knew Nintendo had the right idea all along? Jeez.
Yeah, and like, why wouldn't you want to do this?
Yeah, like who doesn't want to be a big old robot with big old robot hands?
Big old robot.
Big old robot.
Robot. So, what are your feelings on it, sir, Cody?
The Labo?
No, Mario Party.
Oh,
I just wanted to. We've already traded that back and forth. I just wanted to know this man's opinion on it, because we just kind of bounced back and forth on it and didn't really hear a lot of what any listeners had to say about the shit. But
I mean, you were kind of vague on your questions, like, so what about you? I was like,
hey, I'm sorry, I shit the bed on that one.
I too enjoy French fries.
There you go.
That's right.
Poutine.
Oh man, the holy grail. But guys, I have not had poutine yet, and one day I will.
It's so good.
Man.
Disco fries.
Oh man, I just can't. Let's talk about something else, because I will get overwhelmed.
So Mario Party, Cody.
I haven't really played many of the games in the past, so I'm not a very familiar person with it. But I am hyped for the fact that they are bringing it to the Switch, and they have more creative uses of the game rather than just basically playing a board game, basically.
Yeah.
So I am excited for it. I am waiting to see more on it and research on it a little bit more and see what it's more entailed besides what we were shown. So I'm on board with it.
Yeah, we're
game
still,
board with it.
I think we're still a ways off from the release of it, so they're gonna give us more information. They're really good about doing this.
I think it's like holiday 2018. So we'll look forward to that one.
Gonna be a while.
Gonna be a while, eh? Killer Queen Black.
Now, I saw that on your list, and I gotta be honest, I have no idea what that is.
I was going to say, I'm kind of lost there too.
Yeah, honestly, like, I found it, and that's why I didn't know if you guys had heard anything. Like, if you out there know what this game is, like, come fucking show us and tell us about it, because when I looked it up, I may have looked in the wrong places for the shit, but I didn't find very much on this at all. I might have just like went over my head with it, but I guess I can try to find something if you guys want to like toss some other shit around.
Well,
because I didn't know if I was missing out on any other stuff that you guys may have seen.
Well, like you said earlier with Red Dead, we talked about Mega Man 11.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of hyped for. I mean, I've been a big Mega Man fan since like day one, so.
Yeah, man, that Mega Man 11 looks really cool, and it's crazy because like they tried to do the guy that did the original Mega Man tried to put up Mighty Number 9, and Mighty Number 9 ended up being just a real bag of dicks.
A little shit fest.
Yeah, a bit of a shit fest. But Mega Man 11 looks so damn good, man. Like I love that updated look to it, but still keeping kind of the same gameplay elements,
same mechanics. Yeah,
it's going to be really really good, man.
And then they're introducing like a ability system where they have like two abilities you can use, like time slowdown. And there's some other ability that they showed where you can basically use them along with like the powers of the other bosses too.
Yeah, man. Like that, it's kind of keeping things the way it is, but also moving it forward in a way that makes sense, and I really like that. It's not like just a gimmick for gimmick's sake, and that's really good. But I'm trying to think of what else didn't show up at E3 that everybody thought was going. Rocksteady, the people that made the Arkham games, they have been working on something, and they have been very tight-lipped about it. Speculation is they're doing a Superman game. Some people say they're doing a Batman game, but with Damian Wayne as the lead character, which would be so good. But like they put out a tweet saying, "Hey guys, I know you guys are all disappointed, but we're trust us when I say we're gonna knock your socks off whenever it comes out." I really can't wait to see what they got in store, because if they can actually make a good Superman game, God bless them, because no one's been able to do that yet.
Not at all, especially with 64 being just such an abysmal like stain on video game history.
You know what though, that Death of Superman game that came out for the SNES was actually not bad. It was just like super duper hard.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
And now that I've found what Killer Queen Black is, I feel fucking stupid, because I actually remember playing this game a while back. Yeah, it's a fucking revamp of the game Killer Queen, which it's like a fucking real-time strategy platformer. And basically what Killer Queen Black is more players are able to play the shit.
Oh.
Updated graphics, all that stuff.
Is it guaranteed to blow your mind?
I would fucking hope so.
Dynamite,
It's got a
where
killer
is it,
shot.
dude?
I can't wait to see that fucking movie, y'all.
Oh, dude. Man.
Totally off topic, but I don't give a shit. I wanna
Bohemian
see
Rhapsody, guys. Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury. We are all there for it.
I have a question.
Okay.
Where is Gearbox and Borderlands?
Hells yes.
That
Where
sounds like a great way to end this one.
Where the fuck is Borderlands 3? Because we've been hearing about it for the past, 2 years now?
And we've been clamoring for it.
They're making it. And it's another one of those situations where, to bring it back around full circle to Cyberpunk, I don't think they're going to show us anything until they're absolutely ready. And they want to give us the best that they could possibly do. Because we all know that Gearbox doesn't make a good game unless it's called Borderlands.
Right.
So I really hope that they take full advantage of, the hardware for Borderlands 3. Because I don't know if you guys have ever seen Borderlands 2 like on PC on like ultra settings. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like
the visual pop of the colors.
Exactly. And like the stuff like even like stuff like, fabric flapping in the breeze and stuff, they can do that now on like a completely different level.
Right.
And I just
Oomph.
I can't wait, man, cuz like, my only concern about Borderlands 3 is I don't know if they can have a better villain than Handsome Jack.
Oh god, no.
Handsome Jack was a great villain, even in Tales from the Borderlands, the Telltale series. Like just as the Spectre, still just raining chaos on Pandora.
Mm.
But also, not only top of that, but they've been discussing the movie as well for about the same amount of time. So now I'm just kind of like, where are we at with both of those?
Yeah. It's I think we're getting to a point where they're either going to say, it's going to come out towards the end of the PlayStation and Xbox's life cycle, or we're going to wait until put it on the next ones. Which,
that was my thought too. Is like the PS5 and all that was going to be the main launch for that one.
Yeah, and they're already, like, Microsoft has already started talking about their next Xbox, which is exciting, but I feel like it's a little soon. Like I just don't know if they've gotten everything they can get out of these systems yet.
No.
Like, you look at like PlayStation 2 games and PlayStation 3 games at the end of their life cycles, and like just using every bit of the disc and every bit of the hardware they could do. I think they've really only tipped the iceberg, especially like in terms of like 4K games and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, they could do so much more. I don't think it's quite time for another generation.
No, not yet. And on your Borderlands movie talk, I really would like to see a Netflix series.
That'd be really cool.
That would be.
Because there's enough material to go like multiple seasons with it, and you could do like Ash versus Evil Dead and do quick 30-minute ones and fucking get all your action, get all your story in, and get the fuck out, and you could crank out a good 12, 13 episode season and have a lot of it. There's a lot of material in the in the universe of Borderlands to cover.
But the question would be like, where would they start though? Like, what part of the actual franchise would they actually begin the story?
Like, I would love to see something about like, how did the vaults get here? Like who created the vaults? Like who were the first vault hunters? And then you don't necessarily have to do a rehash of Borderlands 1 and 2.
Mm-mm.
Like I would love to see, something in the realm of sort of like, a Star Wars story type stuff where it's like something independent of, those characters we all love. Like, cause it's just such a rich world, and I think that, I think they could do a lot of good with it.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of vaults, did we totally forget Fallout 76?
Let's end on Fallout 76 because I want to hear what you guys think about that.
I'll give it a thumbs up.
Yeah,
like no shit. Just a little bit of material that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I like. I'm highly anticipating this one. I know. I know quite a few people that Fallout is absolutely the game they wait for.
Oh yeah,
every time. So
see, my biggest thing is when they did the same thing to Elder Scrolls with Elder Scrolls Online, it didn't really take off nearly as much as they would have thought.
And it took a little while for people to get into it, like it did. But I think the main difference between Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76 is that Elder Scrolls Online actually was developed by the company that owns Bethesda, ZeniMax Media. Whereas 76 is going to be it's a Bethesda Game Studios production, and like it's like I was telling somebody, I forget who, but like Bethesda makes badass mobile games. Like, I have no reason to not trust them. Like, and the fact of the matter is, it's Fallout Online, and who doesn't want to do that? Like, who doesn't want to like make their own character, build their own sort of settlement, or even just be a lone wanderer and like just go fuck some shit up?
There you go.
Hell yeah. I think that's about all I got for this one.
I think so too. I am tapped out.
Yes, sir. So, Jesus Christ. We're not sorry out there for that shit. It's just, we don't care. We ain't care. So Jeff, tell everybody out there where they can find you and where they can find the Wrong Company podcast. Because if you're not familiar with this podcast, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Go listen to these guys.
Okay, we have a few episodes. You don't have as many episodes as these. Actually, I think we have passed the 20 mark, but we don't record very often. When we do, we try to make the most of it.
Yeah.
We deal in pop culture. We deal in movies. Right now, we're making our way through films made by the Canon group called The Canon of Canon. I highly suggest you check it out. We love what we do. We try to make you laugh, and sometimes we succeed. Facebook.com/The Wrong Company Podcast if you want to check out the Facebook group. Sometimes we post up little funny links. I've actually got one in the chamber I'm going to put up on there later tonight. We are at Wrongco Podcast on Twitter. I am at PreciousRoy1981 on Twitter. Hit me up, tweet at me, and please be nice because the internet is a scary place now.
Very true.
Yes. Fuck yeah. And as always, here is where you can...
So here we go.
Here we go. Here's where you can find us on social media.
Get ready.
Okay. Facebook.com/SuperMediaBros. Twitter.com/SuperMedia_Bros. Instagram.com/SuperMediaBros Podcast.
Come look at our stupid fucking pictures.
Come look at our stupid pictures, please.
I don't want to oversell it, guys, but they are pretty stupid.
They are.
God damn it.
Not my weekly spotlight reviews.
No, those are not fucking stupid. In fact, those are some of the best portions of the show on the fucking Instagram. So straight up, do it. Go look at our stupid pictures and go look for the weekly artist spotlights.
And look at all the people shouting out this podcast. Like, if you weren't on the train yet, boys, you might just miss it because these guys are going places, and these are my guys.
Yeah,
you're my guys.
I'm going to the bathroom. That's where I'm going.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's been fun, like, you know, doing all this stuff and just, you know, getting a decent reception. So that's
the thing. Like, it was an experience from the beginning to do something like this. Like we talked about many times, like, why don't we have a microphone in our face? But at the same time, as we progressed and got more excited about everything, just things shot out from the gates. You know, now we're doing
Spooch.
Yeah, now we're getting people who we never would have thought notice us and more involved with that route, and that's actually going to be a very fun venture.
I just like the fact that we actually are, like, you know, we always joke about talking to like two people out there, but I don't want to come off as like braggadocious or anything about like any of this shit. It's just very, like, you know, my mind is still fucking blown to shit over it, honestly. Like, our number 2 country is Japan. So shout the fuck out to our Japanese listeners. That's fucking awesome.
Very.
And I wish I knew how to shout out in Japanese because, you know, the only Japanese I ever learned was from Matt Caritas.
All I know is domo arigato.
Mr. Roboto.
Yes.
All I learned from Japanese, I learned from Styx, which is probably not great.
Should have gone to Japanese. Should have gone to Japanese school. Oh god!
It means Japanese sword.
It means Japanese sword, motherfucker. But no, really, like, from both of us here, seriously, thank you guys for checking us out on our little corner of the interwebs and, you know, all that jazz. So, I'm gonna go ahead and like toss out like the next couple of episodes. Next week we are starting a new series within the podcast called Cult Cinema Showdown. So we are going to take two Cinema Epoch films, 420 Massacre and Satanic Meat Cleaver Massacre, and we're going to check them out, and we're going to put them head to head with one another.
Run those titles by me one more time.
Okay. Our buddy Gino McGahee, shout out buddy, who is the acquisitions manager for Cinema Epoch, has a film called Satanic Meat Cleaver Massacre.
I like it already.
Yeah. And then we are going to check out 420 Massacre, which is kind of in the stoner slasher genre.
Man.
So 710 degrees, however many degrees of Kevin Bacon you want to throw out there, they're both a massacre. One is very satanic and one is very stoned.
One is very blazing.
That's right. So we're gonna scoop those fuckers up, check them out, and we're gonna stick them head to head and see what happens.
In
like a good time.
combat. Yes.
Yeah. So if that's all we've got,
I'm good.
roll the fuck out of this bitch.
Barrel.
That felt cool to hear in both of my ear holes, man.
So before we leave, I put the shades on first, right?
No, you put the shades on in a second.
Then you're off.
That's right.
Okay.
So until next time, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
I've been Okami.
I've been Jeff Manuel.
Shades on!
We're off.